Shai by Shimra Karkodash. We're going to get double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. To the Israelite foreigners scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who may look like the heathen nations. And to the very few sisters that listen and learn. To you, Shalom. Alright, we're the brothers with Great Millstone. I'm the brother Yasharallah. I'm the brother Kadashi. Alright, we're gonna hop into basically this is a part 2 to like the Chicago Live show of yesterday. Basically you can't call us black no more. Alright, because hey, we're Northern Kingdom Israelites. They like to push that black only Israelites. Well, look, you got the Northern Kingdom Israelites. Right. Alright, so this isn't about color. That's why I always say in the intros, to the Israelite foreigners that have been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who may look like the heathen nations. Alright, let's get that in Deuteronomy 28.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So the Lord scattered us among all people, man. And in the Bible, there's 18 nations, man, 18 families of the earth. So you gotta imagine all these other nations that we've been scattered to, man. And in those nations, we will be serving other gods. We'll be serving other idols, man.
Yup, and what's the main idol our people serve today? Alright, that whitewashed image of our Lord and Savior, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ.
That's right.
That's the main one. Other idols, you got our people are into Islam, into all other forms of religion, that's contrary to the doctrine. Alright, so it was a prophecy that we were going to be scattered, which that has happened. Alright, what's the next one we got on deck? Let's roll them out.
What's it called? Isaiah 11:11. It says, Isaiah 11:11, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant people.
The second time. Alright, because what he did the first time, he gathered all Israel out of Egypt, because that's where we were at. We became a mighty nation, a great multitude in Egypt.
That's
so
right.
He delivered all Israel, even 2/3. All right, 2/3 were amongst that Exodus. But this time, it's going to be the remnant. All right, he's not coming back for all Israel. All right, 2/3 are going to be destroyed. He's only coming for the 1/3, which the elect, the 144,000, 12,000 from each tribe. All right, they're going to be saved. That's the remnant. All right,
that's right.
And those remnant that's going to be saved are scattered amongst these lands. Go ahead.
It says back at the top, Isaiah 11:11, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Which that's what the Lord is doing.
Go ahead, break it down.
Hey, that's what the Lord is doing right now in these last days, man. That's why you see brothers waking up in all types of places in the world, man. You have GMS Tanzania, man. GMS Australia, GMS Rome, GMS London. I could keep going, man. There's so many brothers waking up in so many different parts of the world. Hey, the Lord is gathering together the outcast of Israel and the dispersed from Judah, man. We've been scattered throughout the four corners of the world, and what you have to realize is that, hey, people try to paint this image of the black Hebrew Israelites like as if it's the only black thing or it's a color thing, man. It's not a color thing, man. It's a spiritual thing. And if your spirit bears witness with our spirit that, hey, this is the truth, hey, you're most likely an Israelite, man, because you're bearing witness and you're testifying within your spirit, and your conscience is bearing witness to the fact that this is the truth, man. So, hey, our people have been scattered throughout the four corners of the world. It's not rocket science to even understand that, man.
Yeah, but the scriptures say, what's that? The Isaiah 1, the ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib, but my people don't know, they don't even consider.
That's right.
So here it is. We're letting you know, like, look, we're God's chosen people. They don't even consider.
That's right.
They rather roll up a blunt, pop some pills, do some lean, commit adultery, and go to work for Esau.
That's right.
You know? All right, yeah, let's grab the next scripture.
I could read one more.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, verse 13, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. So, hey, the Lord is bringing back the two sticks together, man. You know, hey, in the midst of of us being gathered from the four corners of the world, hey, now Judah and Israel are coming together as well, man.
Right, ain't gonna be no more Latino versus blacks and
Right.
blacks hating Hispanics. And mind you, we all come from the same forefather. We're of the tribes of Israel. So that's that the prophecy in Deuteronomy 28 under the curses that our eye was gonna be evil towards our brother, you know? So this only further proves we're the Israelites, you know?
That's right.
Let's grab the next one.
It says, there's Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Right, so the land of the north being here, America, known as Babylon, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, according to the scriptures, all right, is going to be known Yahweh that delivered us from this place, all right, because we're here in America, Babylon, the land of the north, and from all the lands where he has driven us, where he has scattered us. So it's going to be a great, more mightier deliverance than the one in Egypt, all right? And then he's gonna put us in our land, all right? We ain't gonna need no declaration, you know, we ain't gonna have to sign no bill, negotiate for it. As a matter of fact, the scriptures say the saints are gonna take the kingdom.
That's right.
You know, so ain't no negotiating for our land. We're gonna be, the Lord is gonna put us in our land, you know? So these scriptures are letting us know that the Israelites ain't gonna be one group looking like a specific race. No, we're gonna look like everybody under heaven. All right, we're gonna look like all the nations. Why? Because we've been scattered amongst all the nations. Okay, you got the parable of the tares and the wheat. Yahweh Shai said, you know, the tares are the wicked one, you know, the children of the wicked one, the wheat are the children of the kingdom. All right, but you can't tell the difference. That's why the angel, you know, you had King Herod as an example. He was a chocolate-covered Edomite. And then you're gonna have Israelites who look like Edomites, you know. It's all based on color. So this ain't a thing about color. You know, you're gonna have Israelites that look Chinese, look like East Indian.
They're his remnant from Egypt, from Pathros, from Cush, from Shinar and Haman. You know what I mean? But hey, that doesn't negate the fact that, hey, some of those people among them are actually Israelites, man. Because guess what? Those Israelites, they're still going through the curses. Hey, they're probably getting you know, all fucked up by the people in that nation, you know, because they know, and when they look at that person, it's like this isn't part of us. This person isn't part of us, man. Hey, an Israelite is always gonna stand out because what? Hey, these curses would be a sign upon us, man.
Yeah.
And no matter where we've been scattered, we're still going through the curses, man. You know, and on top of that too, hey, there's even evidence of we've been scattered in the New Testament, man. This is Acts 2:5. It says, and there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven.
Right now, these are Jews, right, which will fall under the category of Southern Kingdom. All right, so you already had the Northern Kingdom had been already left during the time of King Rehoboam after King Solomon.
That's right.
You know, so this ain't even talking about the Northern Kingdom. This is going into the Southern Kingdom. The Southern Kingdom was already dispersed, living amongst the other heathens. Go ahead.
It says, verse 6, now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language.
So they were already speaking the languages of the other nations. Go ahead.
It says, verse 7, and they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, behold, are not all these which speak Galileans? And how hear we every man in our own tongue, wherein we were born, Parthians and Medes and Elamites and the dwellers in Mesopotamia and in Judea and Cappadocia, in Pontus and Asia, Phrygia and Pamphylia, in Egypt and in parts of Libya, about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome.
Strangers of what?
Of Rome.
You have Cornelius.
Yeah.
You know? Cornelius wasn't no damn Edomite. You had Israelites that were strangers of Rome.
That's
All
right.
right, so we were in those lands. So Cornelius was an Israelite.
That's
All
right.
right, go
It
ahead.
says Jews and proselytes, Cretes and Arabians, we do hear them speak in our tongues the wonderful works of God.
So we were already living amongst the other nations during that time. All right, but the great falling away, as a matter of fact, you know, I'll just quote it in the Second Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. You know, it says, you know, the sin must be revealed, and the falling away, which was 70 AD, where we, you know, our temple got ransacked by the Romans. You know, and from then on, you know, it's where, you know, later on down the road, we had the transatlantic slave trade, and we ultimately forgot who we were.
That's right.
You know, we forgot the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, His Son, Yahweh Shai. We forgot who we were, you know, as us being Israelites. All right. So, you know, it's the Micah, the 2nd chapter, you know, where they oppress a man in his house, even a man that people think they're Hispanics and Latinos and Native Americans, which that's not in the Bible.
That's right. Hey, the Lord ultimately took our heritage away, man. And that's why it's so powerful when a Jake or an Israelite from a different nation wakes up, man. Because now we're being returned back to our power, returned back to our heritage, being awakened to who we truly are, man. The Spirit of the Lord is back upon us, man. Hey, well, how does it say in that Revelation, the 11th chapter, that the Spirit of God entered into them, and they were afraid? Hey, these people, they're afraid because what? Now we're coming back into who we are. Every time that the Israelites would go back into their power, go back to who they truly are, hey, the other nations were scared, man, because they couldn't come against us. They couldn't besiege Jerusalem. They couldn't come into our temple and do whatever the fuck they want. Nah, man. Now coming back, hey, now returning back to our power. Hey, these people, they're afraid, man.
Right, mind you, what we said earlier, because that goes into the Judith, the 5th chapter, where the heathens were like, man, you know, the one heathen was like, look, if they serve their God, he'll fight for them. But if they're in sin and they don't serve their God, we will be able to take them. We'll be able to rule over them. So he didn't understand that. But like we read, that he's only coming for the remnant this time. Look, Esau, you could have 2/3 eat pork. You could have them commit adultery and listen to your rap music and be in that vibration and think that you're still going to rule over the children of Israel. But guess what? The Lord don't want those Israelites. He's only coming back for the remnant. So you could be the accuser of thy brethren. See, God, they're eating pork and celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas, and so that means I can rule over you still. No, it don't work like that. The Lord ain't coming back for all Israel this time. Let's grab the last couple of ones. I gotta get off right.
So my phone turned off.
It died.
No, it's just tweaking. You want me to get that James 1:1?
Yeah.
This is James 1. In verse 1, it says, James, a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. So, hey, what is James saying here, man? He's opening up his epistle, and he's saying, hey, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, hey, shalom, because hey, the Israelites were scattered everywhere, man. Hey, especially during the time, hey, right now that we're reading in the book of Acts, it was very evident, and even Jake knew who they were back then, man. It wasn't like how it is now that Israel doesn't know who they are. Now Jake knows who we are, man. You see all these Israelites waking up to the fact that they're Israelites, to the fact that hey, there's actually a way out of here. There's actually a standard that we're supposed to live by. There's actually we're actually a nation, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not black. We're not Mexicans.
This is
not
black. That's
right.
Black. See, we call ourselves Israelites because of we believe through the spirit of the scriptures, and through our spirit we are the children of God. So that whole black Israelites, black. You put black in front of anything, it puts negative
connotation.
Yeah, it puts a negative light on it, like black magic, black market. So
right.
We're not black. All right, nobody on the earth is black. We're just different shades of brown, light to dark brown, or you got different shades of red, from pink to red.
Right.
Other than that, that don't work no more.
That's right. I got this Hosea.
Yep.
This is Hosea 7 and 8. Ephraim, he has mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. And I have this picture of this cake not turned, man. Look, what happens when you don't turn a cake, man? It's brown on the bottom, white on top.
Right, and Ephraim, represents the Northern Kingdom tribe. So the natives and the Latino Hispanic tribes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, we're like cakes not turned right now.
God,
you know what I'm saying?
God.
Me and this brother.
Yeah.
But when it's the summertime, I get a little bit of sun, I can get a little darker.
Right.
Let me see something. I think I got to turn right here.
So hey, yeah, man. Hey, there's gonna be all types of Israelites in all different shades of brown. Hey, so, like the brother was going into earlier, there's gonna be Jakes that look like Edomites, pure, just hey, that skin color, man, that complexion, that white complexion, man. Hey, but guess what? There's still gonna be an Israelite, man. Whatever tribe they are, whether it be Judah or Issachar, or whatever they may be, man. They're still an Israelite, and that's what people gotta realize, man. It is not a color thing. You have to completely remove that out of your mind, man, because that's a narrative that's being pushed by Esau Edom, man. That's a narrative that's being pushed and being falsely pushed, and it really is slander, man. It's slander, But hey, regardless, the ones that are meant to wake up, they're gonna wake up, man.
I think we have one more. Grab the what was that? The Peters 1:1. We read James 1:1, right?
Yeah, James 1:1. Peter 1:1.
Yeah.
Let me see. Which Peter's? How does it?
1 Peter 1:1.
1 Peter 1:1. It says, this is 1 Peter 1:1. Peter, an apostle of Yahushua HaMashiach, to the strangers scattered through Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia, elect according to the foreknowledge of God the Father through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach, grace unto you and peace be multiplied.
All right, so, long story short, the Israelites been scattered, and wherever lands we were scattered to, guess what? We dealt with the women, all right? That was even going on during the time of Nehemiah. He whooped them Israelites up because their children were speaking the language of the heathens, which that's a disgrace. That's a shame for us not to be speaking our language, Hebrew, for us not to be keeping our customs, etc. So whatever land we were driven to, guess what? We ended up dealing with their women. All right. We the nation of Israel, all right, we became a mighty nation where? In Egypt. All right. The 12 tribes of Israel, or the sons of Israel, didn't have Israelite women, so we dealt with the women of the other nations. And now today, guess what? Oh shit, we close out with the Jeremiah, get the speckled bird. We'll close out with that one. Now we look like all heathens. All right, even though technically through going back to your forefathers, you'll still be considered an Israelite, but we now look like the other nations. All right, it's not about color. You don't have to specifically look like freaking Samuel Jackson to be Israelite. Go ahead.
It says Jeremiah 12:9. It says, mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour.
Right, so speckled bird, you got a bird that's brown with white in it. You got a bird that's black with yellow and red in it. Like, you got so many varieties of birds. All right, and that's how the Israelites are going to look like. We're going to look like all nations under the heaven. All right, so Yahweh willing, I was edifying. Till next time, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash. All right, till next time, Shalom.
Shalom.